Please welcome the first speaker from the government team, Miss Naura. Can place yours, middle of the stage.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
To the honorable judges, Mr. Rivaldo Narawan and Mr. Rizko, teachers, participants, and all the audiences. Thank you for the opportunity that has given to us. Today, we are going to deliver you our speech. First, let me introduce our team. I'm Naura Zafina Sinaldi, the first speaker. Our second speaker is Siti Raihana Burhan, and the third speaker is Gasani Aliadisa. Next, I would like to give our motion today. Our motion is the national exam should be abolished. From that motion, we will give our team line that we as the affirmative team absolutely agree that the national exam should be abolished. First of all, let me explain about national examination. The national examination, which we all know as UN, is a system in which the Indonesian Ministry of Education evaluates the national level of primary and secondary education. The national examination was held for the first time in the Sukarno era in 1950. At that time, the national exam was used as a tool to measure the capacity or ability of students to understand subjects. And the government at that time standardized the students to have pass or success in the subject. And UN material is also too dense, so it tends to focus on memorization, not competence. National examination has not touched on the cognitive aspects, more on material mastery. On today's debate, we will only talk about three aspects why the national exam should be abolished, such as the budget in conducting the national exam, students' mental health, and the distribution of the exam questions. Next, we will start our arguments by our Minister of Education and Culture, Nadiem Makarim's statement. Minister of Education and Culture, Nadiem Makarim, said that he had a plan to replace the national examination or UN is considered to make budget use more efficient, and also head of the Ministry of Education and Culture's Communication and Public Service Bureau, Ade Erlangga, said that the budget could be allocated to more important needs. Ade said that so far the national examination has been able to spend quite a large amount of money. According to him, if the UN is changed to another system, the large budget can be allocated to other developments, such as the development of educational infrastructure. The national examination is expected to no longer exist. The national examination body will be replaced more towards the assessment, which so far has cost hundreds of billions, which we can then allocate for what we can do. For example, for infrastructure developments to improve schools, especially for concession in Indonesia, which not have a school building yet. Do you know how much the budget needed in conducting the national exam? Based on Kompas.com's investigation of RID data, the budget for the national examination is 210 billion rupiah. If the national exam abolished, we can save the budget. The problem is not only the budget, but students can be stressed too. So what is the point of national exam? Due to the problem occurred, we are strongly agree that national exam should be abolished. Thank you.
First speaker of the proposition team spends 37 seconds. That's a good opening. And I would like to invite the first speaker from the opposition team. Please welcome Mr. Ginta.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
My name is from the opposition team, and my team is Sami Abdul Sada, my second speaker, and Maulana Reski Sanati for my third speaker, and my argument is that the first speaker do the national exam. And for me, in every job arrangement, it's natural to pay for a job, just like the education cost that we incur every day. The exam process is something that is absolute after the learning process is carried out, and in the exam process, costs are needed to carry it out. So, I think we use arrangement for doing the national exam is okay and worth it, because many kids in this world have to get a better lesson for their life and be good for this country. And every national exam that we do in Indonesia also have worth it. And in order to achieve the goal of equal quality of education in Indonesia, there must be benchmark and evaluation every year. The government applies standard for the quality of education, and then through the national exam result, the government sees whether each region has reached the set quality standard. If not true, then what else? I feel that is the right way to measure the quality of education in Indonesia. As long as the national exam is being held, it doesn't burden the school budget at all. So, the conclusion is that for the sake of realizing fairness in the competency process and being comprehensive in the teaching and learning process, the national exam must still be held. That's all for me. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Say that the kids in Indonesia have much education, but because not all students in Indonesia have much education, the ability of every student is different in every region. So, how to set the parameter of national exam?
You say that how to say the parameter of national exam, right? The parameter of national exam is the learning process is not only to see the final result, but the learning process is how to not know which is the prize for the end result in a long span of 2 years and 6 years. There are happening many additions and changes in knowledge to find our out-development one's knowledge and increase confidence in many of them by our exam.
Okay, the first speaker from the opposition team spent 4 minutes and 5 seconds. 4 minutes and 5 seconds. Okay, to reply, I would like to invite the second speaker from the proposition team. Please welcome Ms. Ani. Time is yours. In the middle of the stage.
Ladies and gentlemen, the first speaker from the opposition said that the national exam is very effective for the students in Indonesia. Fortunately, is the best for of parents, such as good grades. Apart from that, parents are part of their grades are good, safe exam. Usually before the national exam, children are be afraid. That's because parents sometimes like to scold children when they got bad grades. So, children are afraid and plans. They will study physically so that they can fulfill what parents want. In the end, this can make children to be stressed. Continue exam. The students already learn for 6 years or 3 years, but their competence are measured by 3 days of national exams. It is really unfair. Talking about the distribution of the national examination questions, of course it costs a low budget, such as the cost of printing the question which certainly require a lot of paper, the transportation costs for the distribution of national exams questions through Indonesia, specifically remote areas, and the cost to pay the officers who oversees the distribution of the questions. So, instead of using
You say that children with afraid to get national examination, but the result of national examination carry out the training program for future education unit in order to improve the quality of the learning.
Yes, but when the man is coming, the children's manager is afraid because they think if they can pass the national exam or not, and they have to study more than before the examination, national examination. It's better to use them to finance underprivileged children's scholarship construction of more comfortable school building and facilitating school facility.
Okay, the second speaker of the proposition team spent 3 minutes 48 seconds. 3 minutes 48 seconds. To reply, I would like to invite the second speaker from the opposition team. Please welcome Mr. Sami. Mr. Sami.
Study for national examination, so they can really hard to study what they need. So if they have they are loud. Government will send the program for making the students more smart. And they will study and learning about them, what they are doesn't know, what they really need to know to pass the national examination. Why the children need more study, they doesn't need to fail, they need education from the teacher to make them more smart. Courage to be a good student.
The second speaker from the opposition team spent 2 minutes, 1 second. 2 minutes, 1 second. To close the case from the government team, I would like to invite Ms. Lisa, the third speaker from the government team. Please, final phrase is yours.
National examination should be abolished. Ladies and gentlemen, why the national exams should be abolished? We are very agreed that's because the national exams make students stressful and they didn't show real results of the students' hard work and mental ability. Everybody is genius, but if we judge a fish, its ability to climb a tree, in real life is believing that it's stupid. That's what our government needs to say. Every student has to follow the national exams before they continue to the next level. And if they cannot pass the examination, they can continue to the next level. That's why we said it's not accurate in measuring the level of intelligence of students. And then, there are some things necessary in national examination competition that are, the first one is finance. They need a big budget to organize the national exams to go best on the campus.com investigation. The budget for the national examination from 2015 until 2017 averaged around 5 billion, 500 billion, which it can allocate to more important things such as scholarships, finance underprivileged students, schooling, and facilitating school facilities. And the second one is students' mental health. Also, the students' mental health can get impact too because of the national examination. The negative impact for the students' mental health. Students spend extra energy to prepare for the national exam. They lose time to play and relax. They can feel not confident and anxiety, then trigger the students to cheating. And they feel frustrated and shy when they cannot pass the national examination. The students expand their energy to prepare for the national examination. They study more hard than before. They also doing the tryout and follow the tutoring. They also lose time to play as children or teenagers. They need the time to chill and relax. But if they will be studying without any time to relax, they can be stressed. They can feel shy and excited. When the end is coming, they are very sure, anxiety and think that they can do this. They also feel very nervous when the end is coming. Trigger the students to cheating. If there's some students who doesn't care about the examination, they can do anything that can help them to pass the examination. And then, the third one is the distribution of national exam. The distribution of course costs a lot. There are costs for printing the national exam question, for transportation to distribute the question from Indonesia, especially in remote areas, and the cost to pay the officer who oversees the distribution of questions. Then, we also agree with what Minister of Education say about the national exam for the first year. According to NANI, the national exam is an effective measurement method to improve critical thinking skills. He added that the important component is replacing the national examination with numeracy and literacy. So, in the end, we from the affirmative team solidly agree with the motion the national exam should be abolished. Thank you.
That's the closing of the case from the government team. Ms. Lisa spent 3 minutes 25 seconds. 3 minutes 25 seconds. Now to close the debate, the case from the opposition team, I would like to invite the third speaker from the opposition team. Please welcome Mr. Rees. Silent place is yours.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So there is one thing that she said. She said about fine. If you look at not holding the national examination, it will have a bad impact as explained by Robert L. In practical problems in educational measurement 1980, mentioning several consequences that arise if state exams are not carried out. Namely, 1. Encouraging and rewarding one's effort to learn will become more difficult. Second, the success of educational programs cannot be stated as goals and achievement cannot be proven. Third, important decisions related to curriculum and method issues are not taken based on strong evidence but are based more on estimate and tend to be fickle. Fourth, opportunities for education are not based on talent and achievement but rather based on heredity and influence. Social class barrier are less important in financial. Number of benefits of the national exam, namely, the test result can be used by educational policymakers to detect weakness. Second, as a tool to make changes in the field of education, provide information about current condition and student progress and school quality, provide accountable exam result to motivate teachers and students to do better. That's all.
That's the end of the speech from the opposition team. First speaker spent 2 minutes 5 seconds. 2 minutes 5 seconds. Now, I would like to invite the reply speaker from the opposition team. Please welcome. The last sentence. After the last sentence. Benar. Harus ditulis.
National exam is needed to make for student future to be better, to make newer and better, to make newer and better to be God. You can't know what the student can do, and that will mean that you are stupid if you don't agree with national examination. Just that. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we from affirmative team absolutely agree with the motion and this motion should stand. The reason is we give not only arguments but also solution because we as students can also feel the negative effect from national exam. Namely being stressed or depressed because the exam question is too dense or the demands from parents. And the opposition didn't agree with the motion. Apparently they also students that could have feel stressed and depressed. And maybe because of that we only want to study when national exams arrive. And the most important thing is this policy has been erased by the Ministry of Education and Culture since 2021. That's why our affirmative team is stronger than the negative team and this motion should stand. Thank you.
Thank you. Well, Well, that's the end of the debate. That's a great debate. That's a great performance from the government and the opposition team. Now, let the judges measure all of your scores, and you can have a seat. You can take your lunch.